All right, let me tell you this interesting little tidbit of insight that I gained today. The background is my RV. I'm sitting at a campsite in Myrtle Beach, and we're within a very short walk to the actual ocean. And we've been down there several times, and my wife noticed that the pier was open. Last time we were here, the pier was closed and nobody was out there fishing and nobody was out there walking around on the pier. And if you don't know, a pier is a giant wooden structure. It's like a long straight boardwalk that walks you out into the ocean so that you can cast a fishing line into deeper water. People fish out there all the time. So the pier was open and Nancy said, "I want to walk the pier today." So okay. So we go out to take a walk down to the beach. We get to the pier. You have to go through a gift shop to get onto the pier. And we're walking out on the pier, and I crack a stupid joke. I look at Nancy and I go, "I wonder if this pier has been reviewed." Nancy immediately recognized, rolled her eyes, gave me a stupid smile, and we giggled for a second. Ha ha, peer reviewed. We get back to the gift shop, and Nancy's buying some stuff, a t-shirt and stickers for the RV. We get to the counter, and I say the same thing to the woman behind the counter. She must have been late 30s, early 40s. Not a young woman, not a particularly old woman. But I said the same joke. I said, "I was just curious." Oh, first thing I did was I pointed to a sign that was right there for purchase. It was a sarcastic, silly meme kind of a sign that said, "This area has not been evaluated for zombies," or something silly and stupid. So I pointed the sign just to sort of get her mind in the mindset of being sarcastic. And then I asked her, I said, I'm just curious, has this pier been reviewed? And she went, completely glazed over, deer in the headlights, had no idea. So I repeated it slowly, has this pier been reviewed? And she's like, yeah. And then she made the hand gesture. She went like this. She goes, "Can you tell?" Right over my head. And then we kind of laughed that she didn't get the joke. And then I tried to explain to her. I said, what I mean is like a scientific paper, peer reviewed. And she went, didn't get it. Had never heard of the process of peer review. 40-year-old woman. Never even heard of even after I explained it to her, she just went, deer in the headlights. And the insight that I gained from that experience was that there are grown adults in this world that are just so oblivious to certain realities that occur around them. I'm not even sure how to explain how dumbfounded I am that someone at that age, late 30s, early 40s, could have at least never heard of the peer review process. I find that really hard to understand. And I know that people live in their own bubbles, and some people are sheltered, and they shelter themselves by existing in echo chambers and bubbles. But it's like, how is it that you've never even heard of the peer review process? Boggles my mind.